What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Stokastic.com, back again with the NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Sunday, January 15th. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comments section who your favorite plays are, and then go sign up at BetMGM using the link in the description. If you're new to sports betting, if you're in a legal betting state, click that link and head over. You're going to get 2 free months of Stokastic Plus Platinum. That sounds like a pretty good deal. And up to $1,000 in bonus bets based on your first bet at BetMGM. There's no better deal out there right now. If you've been on the fence thinking about it, take advantage now before it goes away. Now, we're rounding out the bottom of my top 10 with Josh Hart, Anthony Simons, Trey Jones, Ben Simmons, and Jakob Poeltl on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today. It's time to find out. In first at number 5, we've got Keldon Johnson, small forward eligible, 6,800, projected for 39.5. The goal is 44. He's in the optimal lineup 25% of the time. 32 minutes here for Keldon Johnson, and I got him at a 1.2 plus fantasy point per minute rate because taking on Sacramento. Sacramento's defense is not very good, and this is a big-time pace-up spot for San Antonio. And with no Devin Vassell around, Keldon Johnson just takes every shot that he wants. 30% usage, 25 real points, 6 boards, 2.5 assists, and a stock. There's just potential for a ton of scoring, and against Sacramento, you just expect that to happen. So even in the 32 minutes that I'm projecting, which, by the way, he has the ability to play a couple more, he just pays off the salary too frequently. At number 4, we go to Brooklyn for center-only Nick Claxton. I was honestly a little surprised that it popped up like this, but that's what happens when you get to face the Oklahoma City Thunder. 6,100 for Claxton, projected for 37. The goal is 40.5, and he's in the optimal lineup 26% of the time. 30 minutes for Claxton right now, no Durant. Those minutes are firm, too. 1.25 fantasy points per minute. I got him projected for a double-double, 18% usage, 15 real points, 10 boards. That's projected double-double. You can't really beat it. 2 assists, 3.5 stocks. I mean, this guy blocks a ton of shots, is involved in the steals as well. 3.5 steals plus blocks. Claxton's on pace to hang like a really big number today, and that 37% boom score is very appealing. Big time pace up spot against OKC, not a team that you're all that worried about. I love Nick Claxton today. Staying on Brooklyn for number 3, that's Kyrie Irving, point guard eligible, 9,200, projected for 51.5. The goal is 56. He's in the optimal lineup 27% of the time. This one's obviously pretty easy to talk about. Kevin Durant's not here, so Kyrie Irving runs the entire show. 36 minutes. Call it like 1.35, 1.4 fantasy points per minute, somewhere in that neighborhood. 34% usage, 31 real points, almost 6 boards, 5 assists, almost a stock and a half. It's a matchup against OKC that fits him perfectly. All of his rates are so much higher than they are when Durant is around, and this price tag is probably going to continue to rise, especially in matchups like this. Sometimes you just have to take the obvious stuff. When Kyrie Irving gets to face Oklahoma City without Kevin Durant, you just take him. One more for Brooklyn here. We've got Joe Harris in at number 2, shooting guard, small forward eligible. 3,700, projected for 23.5. The goal is 28.5. He's in the optimal lineup 28% of the time. Now, I don't love this, but there's playing time here. It's sub 4K price tag, and it's the best position you get. Shooting guard, small forward, guard forward utility. I think Joe Harris is like really a 0.8 fantasy point per minute guy here. 18% usage, 12 points, 4 boards, 2 assists, and a stock. But again, it's the matchup that helps him out most here. The minutes are going to be there for him. They just don't have enough guys that can soak them up in his range. The price tag is fantastic. The only problem is that he hasn't been able to make a shot this season. At some point in time, I expect him to just be himself again, at least from a shooting perspective. That shouldn't be what goes away for Joe Harris based on his injuries. So for right now, Joe Harris gets to number 2. Unfortunately, though, we're not done with Brooklyn. Now, before we get to that number 1 contender, one last reminder. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. You got to follow me on Twitter, at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comments section who your favorite plays are, and then go sign up at BetMGM using the link in the description. I almost couldn't say that. 2 free months of Stokastic Plus Platinum on the line. Your number one contender for today is Royce O'Neale. He's shooting guard eligible, 4,800, projected for 31. The goal is 34. He's in the optimal lineup 33% of the time. This is the benefit of no KD. And honestly, it's the benefit for all of the Nets for right now. It's big minutes for Royce O'Neale. He's like a 0.8 fantasy point per minute guy without him. It's the same pace up spot in a really good matchup against Oklahoma City. 15% usage, 11.5 points, 7 boards, 4 assists, and 2 stocks. He'll hit just about every statistical category. It's preposterous that he's not a small forward as well. We're talking about one of the guys that plays up and down the positional spectrum. But for right now, it doesn't matter. There's too much to go around on the Nets to fill in for no KD. And you got to take advantage of that. There's too much value here. And Royce O'Neale is the best value of all of them. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Sunday, January 15th. I almost said Wednesday. How wrong could that have been? Now, FanDuel version's around here somewhere, so go check that out. Good luck tonight, everybody. Win some money. We're back again tomorrow morning for another edition of the Contenders.